Say though.
Yo,
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 yo, yo, yo.
yo. What up
What's
with
up?
it? How you doing?
Man, chilling, bro. How are you? Happy
Man,
Father's Day, by the way.
happy Father's Day to you too. Happy Father's Day to all that's going to watch this show as well. This is being recorded on Father's Day, Sunday, June the 15th, 2025. Okay, Corey, these
A lot
finals,
has
man.
happened since we last talked. A lot has happened.
These finals, brother. I swear, the minute you just want to put it down and think that one team's going to take over and do something, you're wrong. It's just not going to happen. Um, the other night, Corey, that was terrible by the Pacers. They missed an opportunity. They really, really did to go up 3-1 in this series.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you have an opportunity to put a team down, you have an opportunity to kind of put a team away, not necessarily all the way away, but when you have an opportunity to go up 3-1 in the NBA Finals, which is something that's only been done once on a comeback, that's just something to say there, Corey. And now that it's 2-2, and we're going back to OKC, like you give OKC all this thunder, you give them all the juice. No pun intended with the OKC giving them the thunder, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to me, watching that game the other night, Corey, it was a mirror image of Game 3 for the Thunder, as opposed to what the Pacers did in game. You see what I'm saying? Game 3 and 4,
Oh, yeah.
to me, were mirror images. Just flip the teams, in my
Right.
opinion. You just Halliburton really didn't have nothing going. Miles Turner, I mean, Neesmith, I got to get more Nate points. I got to. It's an absolute must.
Yeah, he had a down game.
Mathurin off the bench only gives you 8. Obi Toppin came in, gave you 17. But that, to me, you need your Mathurin coming off the bench. You need McConnell coming off the bench. You need Nembhard doing good, which credit to Nembhard because he's got the defensive assignment on the other side when he's on the floor against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So it's not easy to be a dual guy like that sometimes, especially whenever you got to face that animal on the other side. Corey, it was just strictly Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at the end of that game. Basically just said, I am the MVP of this league. I'm not going out like this because I always focus, and I've said this before, the final 5 minutes of the game, Corey. The final 5 minutes of this game were looking very, very similar at first to Game 3. I thought, man, this is going to be status quo. And Shai came down. I can't remember exactly how much time was left, but it was a big 3 to get him within 1.
2 minutes left.
Yeah, and then he came back down the next drive, and he hit that 2 to put him up 1. To me, I felt like the energy in that arena, the energy in the Indiana Pacers, as soon as they went up, it was 104 to 103, if I'm not mistaken. It was done. Night-night, Irene.
Oh, yeah.
Lights out. They gave up that lead because Indiana was up by 10 at some point. So it's just you're looking at that kind of stuff, Corey, and these two teams were very evenly matched through the first 4 games, I think we could say. I think that's what we could say realistically going into Game 5. They already know what each other's going to do. They've got it game planned out. It's going to come down to Jimmy's and Joe's now, buddy. Who wants it more? Who's gonna dive on the floor for those loose balls? Caruso giving you 20 points this last game was absolutely huge because Caruso gave you absolutely nothing in Game 3. He's kind of their little energizer bunny, man. He's the one that makes that thing tick the right way.
Yep.
I've noticed that watching them throughout the playoffs. If Caruso's having a bad game, the Thunder are typically having a bad game. Not all the time, but usually. And then you get what you get from J-Dub. That was huge as well. Question, though, on Chet Holmgren, is there any level of concern there with that ankle? I mean, he rolled that thing pretty good. I know he's young.
Yeah. Look, man, it's the finals. I think he just suck it up at this point. There would be no concern. He tweaked it a couple times. My only concern would be him tweaking it or redoing it again. But as far as pain, bro, it's the finals. You got to play, dog.
Right.
You saw in the soundbite, like SGA was like, "Bro, get up, we need you." Like, this ain't no time to be going out. I don't care. You got to be damn. You got to be hurt. You got to be hurt.
I also too shout out to the Thunder coach for only letting Lou Dort take 2 field goal attempts in the game. That's all I needed to say. You need him to be focused on the defensive side of the ball. And I don't need Lou Dort taking any shots more than what he took the other night. That was absolutely perfect. Perfect. Phenomenal. I don't need him jacking up 3.
He only took 2 shots. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very streaky. I'll say this about the series. They both teams won a game they had no business winning. Oklahoma City had no business winning game 4. Indiana had no business winning game 1. So it's a wash there. The other 2 wins by each team, they're pretty like solid wins. I think if you're Indiana, as much as you'd have loved to have been up 3-1, if I'm on Indiana, I'm not tripping right now. I'm actually encouraged. Like, we showed in game 3, we can beat y'all pretty handily in the 4th quarter. We showed in game 4 that, hey, we should have won that game. They know now that they can beat the Thunder. Like, it's not a question anymore. And a lot of people were saying OKC in 4, OKC in 5 at the most. We're way past that point now, brother. It's for sure going to be 6 games at the least.
Yeah.
And this is only, to me, this is only more confidence. The more each second and minute goes on in these finals, and the more the finals is a question, this only built Indiana's confidence. You can't tell me it hasn't.
It absolutely has. I mean, they got some guys over there, though. I mean, Siakam's won a finals before. He's got some experience.
Yeah, but everybody knew the guys they had and still said OKC in 4 and 5.
That's
fair.
And
it wasn't just you; it was everybody. Yeah. I at least said 7 because I have some respect, or a little bit more respect for the Pacers than most. But
you might be looking
you see
like
what
the
Pacers are capable of now.
You might be looking like a genius after that, buddy. I'm telling you, you're looking good right now, Corey.
Well, it's not to brag; it's just to say, hey, bro, the Pacers. I could just tell they can play.
No, them boys.
They've been the second best team since January. So, game 5, I will. To me, it's better if the Pacers win game 5 than lose game 5 and win game 6.
Yeah. You got to get home.
This is the game you want to get if you're the Pacers. Yeah. I would be comfortable winning game 5, losing at home, and then coming back there for a game 7.
Woo,
because I know on the road. Well, look, I said it was going 7. I think either way game 5 goes, whoever loses game 5 is going to win game 6.
I don't know if I want to mess with them boys in OKC in a game 7 situation, though. I really don't know about that.
This is the one team equipped to do it, bro. This is the one team equipped to do it. I'm telling you.
That's fair. That's fair. We're going to see. It's going to be interesting, man. I hope it does go 7, just for viewership standpoint. I'm enjoying kind of watching this NBA Finals. I told you the other day, it's been very stress-free. You know what I mean?
It has been.
Being able to sit here and watch this as like a fan of the game, it's been stress-free. I've been enjoying it. It's been some good basketball. These teams are hustling, man. They both seem like they want it to me. There's not one team that's like, I feel like they don't want it. No, they both look like they want it out here.
Oh, yeah.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's the key. Of course, hence he's the MVP. That guy has to know when to take over the game, and I think he's learning that right before our eyes, Corey, because it's different to be able to take over the game in the regular season. It's different to be able to do it in the playoffs, but when you get to the finals, the NBA finals, and you have to be the guy, it's good to see that. It really was.
Well, Mark Daigneault was smart. He gave him extra rest time, right? He got more rest than he usually got. They took him off the ball. He didn't bring the ball up court as much as he usually does. They let J-Dub do more of that this game, which was really smart.
And Caruso.
Other people were bringing the ball up. So just to get him some extra rest and not put so rest and not put so much pressure on him. And then that showed up in the 4th quarter. To me, the game swung. It was a 10-point lead. Obi Toppin just got fouled, and he missed both free throws. I really think if he made both free throws, they go up 12 right before the fourth quarter. I really think it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really do, because that building was buzzing right around that time.
Yeah.
And when he missed those 2 free throws, they were still up 10. But I just, how you give yourself like a little mental check note. I was like, that might come back to haunt them, and it sure did, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that was tough. It was that, and then the accumulation of what I was talking about with Shea, man, just coming down there, hitting them 2 big shots. Those were huge.
Yeah.
Those were huge.
How'd you feel about the officiating? Because there's a lot of people.
I think it's going both ways, bro. I think they're being fair to both teams. Honestly, just from an outsider's perspective, looking at the game, I don't feel like they're calling it bad either way. I really don't. I think that they're letting them boys play, which is good. I think that
game 4 was the first time we heard about officiating. Like the first, you know what I mean? And Scott Foster was there. So that had a lot to do with
he's reffed other games though in this finals. That wasn't the first game Scott Foster ref. So I mean, I'm not really as concerned about that. Now, granted, I'm not a fan of either one of these teams. I might feel differently if I was, because I know how that is. Because my Lakers, they just don't get calls ever. So I understand. I feel y'all's pain if you really are hurting about it. But honestly, nah, man, they're letting these boys play basketball, Corey. My opinion.
Were you surprised at? Let's just go back to game 4. Were you surprised? Did the thought come to your mind like, oh my God, Indianapolis is they're about to go up 3-1 in this series?
Yeah.
What was your shock level? Let me ask you your overall shock level of this series so far, because you picked them in 5, right? You picked OKC in 5. So did a lot of other people. It's not a shot at you, or just what I mean. Like damn near everybody was saying OKC in 5, OKC's short series. How shocked are you at this? What's your shock level? 1 to 10?
I started drinking that Kool-Aid up there at my job, man. A bunch of people like the Thunder and everything. They started talking to me. Got in my head and everything.
But they won 68. They won 68 games. This is one of the most dominant teams ever.
Yeah, and they were actually undefeated against the Eastern Conference. They didn't lose one game against the Eastern Conference all season.
That's what I'm saying.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. Shock level, I mean, the way Tyrese Halliburton's playing, I didn't anticipate that. So I guess you would put my shock level at about a 7 or an 8, really, to be honest with you, because I didn't anticipate this from Tyrese. I knew he was nice, but I didn't know. He went from star to superstar in this series, win, lose, or draw, in my opinion. Tyrese Halliburton is a superstar.
Yeah. I put him in the top 12 right now.
For sure.
The dude was on Team USA for a reason. I know he didn't get to play much at all.
Well, when you're behind Stephen Curry, I mean,
Curry, so it's not like he's a scrub or been a, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be really interesting.
What are your chances for what are your chances for Indiana in game 5? And then what do you think they're going to need to do to have a chance in game 5? Because that play, I'm imagining that place is going to be crazy.
OKC is going to be stupid. They need to
the only reason I'd ask before you answer, this was the same exact scenario 2 rounds ago when they played Denver.
Right.
They won that game 4. They were down 2-1, won the game 4. Came back for game 5 in Oklahoma City, and they were down by like 6 or 7 in the fourth quarter to Denver. So that's why I asked the question. It's not out the realm of possibility that Indy can win this game. What do you think?
No, it's definitely not. It's not out the realm of possibility. Do I think it's going to happen? Would I pick it? No, absolutely not. I think that the Thunder are going to come out here and mollywop the Pacers in game 5. I really do. I think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be one of those games kind of like what game 2 was, to where the Thunder come out and they just make a message, because they have to. Because, like I told you earlier, Corey, the Pacers missed a big opportunity here. I'm with what Charles Barkley said. When you got a team on the ropes and you're up 2-1 and you have an opportunity to go up 3-1, and then you fail to do that, and now the series is 2-2, buddy, that's a problem. It's a problem. And not only that, like just because Shai Gilgeous is the best player on both sides of the ball, and that's apparent watching the game, I just think that the best players on the best teams are usually the ones that win it all, Corey, in a 7-game series when the rubber meets the road. That's kind of where I'm at right now with it. What the Pacers would have to do, though, to be able to have a chance, one, don't turn the ball over as much. Stop doing that because you're giving the Thunder free opportunities. And number two, you have to beat them in the rebounding battle. One way or another, Miles Turner and Pascal Siakam have to out-rebound Chet Holmgren, Hartenstein, J-Dub, all them boys. They have to do it. You got to get a little bit more hustle to the boards because that was there for the Thunder in Game 4. Hence, in Game 3, the Pacers were a little bit more hustle friendly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they got to control the boards and they have to cut down their turnovers. They do those two things and they shoot the ball better. You get more than 8 points out of Nesmith, man. If I can get 15 to 20 out of him, Pascal, keep doing what you're doing, but I need you to be a little bit more efficient. And Tyrese Halliburton, man, I got to have more than 18 points out of you, bud. He's
got to hit 20.
He's got
when he scores 20, I think they're undefeated in the playoffs.
Yep. So those are the things. And Mathurin, I need to see a little bit more of him off the bench. And T.J. McConnell, Toppin, give me exactly what you gave me. With those guys turning that up, that would equal a W, in my opinion. Problem is, though, I think you're going to have a big game out of Chet Holmgren in this Game 5. I think he's going to be able to hit some open shots because his shot's kind of been off here lately.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Shai Gilgeous is just going to be able to do whatever he wants. I really do believe this, Corey. I think that the Thunder are going to win this Game 5. I really do, man. It's the grudge match. This is the one you want to win. And if you're the Thunder, you damn sure don't want to lose this game. I would not want to go back to Indiana down 3-2. No way.
Yeah, that's not what you want to do. I think both teams. It's the finals. Both teams want to win Game 5. I look out for Miles Turner because he hadn't shot the ball well at all, and he's a good shooter.
Yeah.
If he was 0 for 6 in Game 4 from the 3-point line. That's one of their best 3-point shooters. If he hits 2 of those, it's a different game.
Yeah.
I'd look out for him. The bench, the team that was won bench scoring has won every game. So to me, that's where TJ McConnell, Benedict Mathurin, Obi Toppin, like you said, all three of those guys, and then Thomas Bryant, they're going to have to step up, especially on the road.
Yep.
You want to go get a road win, your bench is going to have to be on point. So to me, that's their path to victory. That bench got to show up.
And here's the thing: they could do all those things that we just talked about, Corey, and they could still lose.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because the Thunder are just that good. I feel like if the Thunder click, I don't know, man. It's been hard to judge this series. It really has, but I'm taking Thunder in Game 5 for sure, 100%.
I can see why. I think Indiana found some things out on defense. They found some ways that look. The Thunder got to the point where they were doing that 2-man game, him and J-Dub.
Yeah.
It got to the point where they were trying to get Nembhard off of Shai. So they were setting pick and rolls, trying to get Nembhard off, and the Pacers were switching. But I just thought that was funny because Nembhard has just been in that dude's ass. And so I think it's a chess match. I think Rick Carlisle is going to have some tricks up his sleeve for Game 5, I would anticipate. I think it's going to be a closer game than what people are thinking. I don't think it's going to be a blowout.
Who are you taking?
I don't know yet. I don't know yet. It's up in the air, man. The Pacers have had my respect, bro. I would not be shocked at all if they went in there and won Game 5. Wouldn't shock me in the slightest.
That would be crazy. I think they go in there, they win Game 5, they win the series in 6.
I don't think so.
They lose Game 5, I think it's going 7.
Okay.
That's kind of where I'm at with it.
All right.
But it could go the other way too. The Thunder. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's crazy.
The fact that we're even here is It's got a lot of people fucked up in the head right now. I'm just gonna
Thunder,
say that. It's
Thunder
got a lot
fan.
of people.
Yeah, it's messing them up a little bit. Job's not finished, that's for sure. Shay, you want to be like Kobe? Show me what you're talking about. Kobe, get these dubs.
Yeah. This game 5 and 6 are legacy builders. This is where you really build your legacy out.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Gotta have it. Gotta have it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You gotta have this.
These are the highlight reel type games.
Yep. So we're gonna see, man. Hey, on another news, before we hop off of here, I did want to kind of mention the trade that the Orlando Magic made today.
Oh yeah.
Sending Desmond Bane. I think they got like Cole Anthony. I think they got like
KCP, Cole Anthony, and 4 unprotected first-round picks.
It's insane.
And a pick swap. And a first-round pick swap.
That is absolutely insane.
What do you think about it? Who won it? Who lost it? A lot of people are saying Orlando got fleeced. I think it's more about the picks, but we've seen this with picks. Rudy Gobert went for 5.
I like Orlando's lineup though. I like Paolo Banchero with the Desmond Bane, with what's his name? So they got Suggs over there.
Franz Wagner, Wendell Carter Jr.
I like that.
That's gonna be a solid starting 5.
That's a solid starting 5. Do I think that this pushes them into the top upper echelon of the East? I'm not quite there yet.
They can make them a top 4 seed. I can see them hanging around the 4, 3, 5 line.
They're gonna be nice. Yeah. That's solid. That was a solid pickup. I'm not giving that much up for Desmond Bane though. But the question that I have, I hope that kind of opens the trade market for Austin Reeves, because if you can get that for Desmond Bane, what the hell we can get for Austin Reeves out there?
Jesus, bro, you can get a bag for Austin Reeves.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, if Desmond Bane's going for 4 unprotected, oh Lord,
right.
You should at least get 5.
I'm thinking.
Buddy, Rudy Gobert went for 5. Mikal Bridges went for 5 and a pick swap. That was just last year with the Knicks deal. With the, you know what I mean? Like,
no, I'm just saying, not saying. Just saying, not saying.
You're gonna have to fight. You're gonna have to find a team that's willing to do that, though.
They will. Oh, there's one out there. I promise. There's a lot of teams that want Austin Reeves. A lot.
What?
It kills me to even talk about this, Corey, because I really don't want to trade the kid. He's solid, but we're just not going to be able to pay him what he's worth, and he's going to go get his money as he should. He should. And I will have no ill will, no ill feelings towards AR. He's always going to be AR-15 to me, man. I love that cat.
So he's unrestricted after this next coming season? So y'all will probably trade him right around trade deadline.
That's what I'm thinking. It's my thoughts.
Yeah.
It's my thoughts. Or we might trade him before the season starts. I don't know. There's not been a lot of rumblings about it, but just wait.
It could happen the next few days.
He's a piece that we have, though, that we can move realistically.
Right.
And that's a nice piece. You compare that with like a Rui Hachimura, and you could probably go get you. And we got our first round pick still. Might be able to go get you a little something with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. It's gonna be interesting.
And y'all need a big man like no other. So I mean, I would assume something's gonna get done probably before the season. I don't think
we need a big man and a wing, another wing, like a 2 guard that can guard. That's one thing. If I'm getting rid of Austin Reeves, you either get me a big man, a solid big man, or get me a damn shooting guard, 2 guard that can guard.
That can lock up,
with some size. You know what I mean? We need to just think about size and quickness this offseason. That's all we need to think about. You need to get lob threats. That's all we need. That's it.
What do you think about your boy Magic Johnson going on a First Take, bringing up the Caruso trade again? He brought that shit up again.
Hater. He needs to get some
publicity. He was like, I told him, do not trade Caruso.
Yeah, well, he also should have told him don't trade Zubac to the dang Clippers, but you did that, bud, for a bag of Skittles back in the day. So it's neither here nor there. Nah, Magic's kind of one of those you talk, you listen. He talks, you listen type of thing, but I don't know, man. I'm still kind of sour on how Magic just kind of dipped out. But it's cool.
He just left mid-season on y'all.
It's cool, though. It's cool though. I'm not tripping. He got us Braun there. Whatever. He kind of brought that into here, I guess. But Rob is the man, and Rob was getting hated on when Magic was in there, and Rob Pelinka is the absolute man, in my opinion. Right man for the job. He's going to get some pieces this offseason. We're going to make some things happen. I'm a Lakers fan. It's what I do. I'm optimistic every year.
Bet.
but
y'all are y'all are like the Cowboys, man.
We're gonna get them
every year. Y'all are about it. Like
we're
this
gonna
is
go get
year.
And usually we do it though. That's the difference.
Yeah, y'all always bounce back, man. Just when you think you're out.
Yeah, when you don't have a Super Bowl in the 2000s, you can't really compare them to us because we've got a lot of championships in the 2000s.
Yeah, since then, yeah, that's true.
But you got anything else, my guy?
That's it, brother. It was a good show.
Shit, it was a good one. Well, hey, man, if y'all already know, if y'all made it this far and you're not subscribed, why not? Drop down there, hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell so you guys are always up to date whenever we post our content. Also, too, post us on the X. Help us out. Man, here comes Trent again. We'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good night.
Peace.